Hello and welcome back to Hide and Seek 2 Stranger. In this video, we're going to be doing floor number 3, which as far as I know is the final floor in the game, which is kind of disappointing because the previous game did have 5 floors, but that's fine. And yeah, just a fair warning, I'm going to be showing one of the endings in this video. And as far as I know, there's 3 or more different endings. I've found 3, and I know for a fact there's at least one more because I still have a key I haven't used, which I'm sure leads to a different ending. So what I'll be doing is I'll be showing the best ending that I know about in this video. In fact, the other 2 I know about are pretty awful endings. I'll be talking about them, but in my next video for this series, I'll be showing like a montage of all the different endings. So just a fair warning. Anyways, with that being said, the first thing you want to do is come right over here to this room and talk to this placard right here. It says, well, it's not important what it says, but after you talk to it, it says there's a coin under the sentence. So take that with you and walk right over here. So the theme for this level is it's kind of based on cards like Jack, Queen, and King. So this puzzle coming up, I don't know if there's a hint that gives you the answer to this. I don't know if there's any hints in this level or in previous levels, but I ended up just guessing. I figured it might be 1 through 52 because there's 52 cards in the deck. And luckily it is 47. I don't know if there's a hint anywhere. If there is, please let me know. Or if you just have to end up guessing. So I don't know. Anyways, with that being done, you get part of a key. And then this part coming up right here is probably the most difficult part in the game. For this floor at least. It locks and you have 2 minutes. It says, I will curse you. I can't forgive you. So there's a lot of stuff to do when you only have 2 minutes, but I think I got it all down. So the first thing you want to do is talk to this dresser right here. It's going to give you a trowel, whatever the hell the trowel is, but just use it on these plants right here. And that's going to give you another, or it's going to give you a spring, which I don't exactly know what the purpose of this is supposed to be. But for whatever reason, it unlocks this thing, and it's going to give you another puzzle, which I don't know if there's a hint for this one either. I ended up guessing on this, but it's left, left, left. And again, it's either right or it's either left, so there's not that many ways you can guess the 2 put together, but it is left 3 times in a row. Then after you've done that, it's going to give you a key, which is the club key. So equip that and use it on the mirror right here, and it's going to give you the diamond-shaped key. So you have to combine these. And then once those are combined, use them on the dresser right here. So again, it's just a lot of stuff to do. And if you're doing this blind, it's going to take you a couple times to figure all that out because, again, it only gives you 2 minutes. Did I even do everything again? No, I'm not even done yet. So use this key right here. And yeah, it's going to give you the Joker card. And that's going to open the door. And again, if you've been talking to everything, you would have known that it's something says that you have to sacrifice the Joker in order for the King to survive. I don't know where it says it, but it does say it somewhere on this level. So what you have to do is you have to equip the Joker card and use it on the stack of cards right here. So do that. They're going to fall over, and it's going to drop the key for the balance room. And the weird thing about this floor, too, which I wanted to mention, is if you've played previous games, Hide and Seek 1 or Deep Sea Girl, you would know that the final levels in the game have crazy chase scenes, especially Deep Sea Girl. Just the final chase scene is so crazy. But surprisingly, there's not even one chase scene on this level, which is the final level. So I thought that was kind of weird. It's kind of out of character for this game developer. So come in this room right here and take a look at this. This is probably the weirdest room in the whole game. There are 2 things that you consider as important things. Which choice will you make? So take a look at these 2 things. Yeah, it's the priest. And it's the potion for his face to fix him. So that's what he has to choose between, but he's obviously going to pick the priest. I mean, you never have to make the choice yourself. But that's what it's kind of insinuating. He's trying to save the priest right here. So what we have to do is we have to find something to save him. So what we're going to be looking for is some kind of chain. But before we do that, we have to actually solve a different puzzle. So what you want to do is pick up this thing right here. It's a piece of a pendulum. Take it. And it's going to either be Jack, Queen, or King. Let me just save really quick. I want to be extra safe just in case I die. Again, nothing chases you, but there is a couple places you could die in this level. So here's the Joker pendulum right here, and they call it a pendulum. It's some kind of weird triangle. I don't really know what it is. It's something to do with religion, because in the cutscene in the priest room, he has one in his room too. I just don't really know what purpose it serves, but anyways, I guess it's irrelevant. So after that, come in this room right here, and you're going to see the Queen pendulum right up here, this little piece shining. So take this one, and then come in this room right here, and this is the Queen's pendulum right over here. So just put it on, and put it on the queen's pendulum. Now the third piece, I was expecting the third piece, the king's piece, to be on the ground somewhere too, because the first two were, and you could actually see him shining on the ground, but the third piece is in the bed, which took me forever to figure out. I would have never guessed it was right here, but yeah, it took me forever to find this piece. I don't know why. It should have been pretty obvious, especially with the bloodstain right there. But anyway, so now that you have that, go back in the room where you saw the priest, or the room previous to that. And that's where the king's pendulum is. So just equip that and put that on the pendulum. You should be good to go. Now, it said a door opened up somewhere. It's not this door. This door isn't necessarily locked, but you just don't have access to this room yet. And this is the first time you actually have to go to a previous level to find what you're looking for. Sacrifice is running, catch it. Don't insult the god. So watch out for these things. They could be a little bit tricky. Especially the second one. It does move a little bit faster. So save just to be safe. And yeah, for previous games, you never had to go back a floor. It was always, everything you needed was on that exact floor. So this is a new mechanic, and it did trip me up a little bit because I wasn't used to this style of gameplay. So what you have to do is, there's a couple things to do. First is talk to the peacock. There's going to be a broken puzzle piece in it. So take that, and it's going to be the letter E, so you definitely have to do that. Then come back into this room. If you remember back to the second floor, there was this box we never got a chance to open up. So now we can take the chain inside of it, and now we can actually save the priest. We're just going to go back and use the chain. So now that I have a little bit of time to walk back, let me talk about the different endings for just a second here. So if you watched my previous videos, in the very first video, I had a choice between a gun and I had a choice between a butterfly knife. And luckily, I picked the right one. I mean, you can pick both of them. They both lead to different endings. But I picked the butterfly knife, and that gives you the best ending that I know of. There might be a better ending. Again, there's going to be at least 4 endings because there's still a key I haven't used as well. But that's the ending I'm going to be showing, and hopefully... Yeah, I do still have the... Thank God I used the right file. But yeah, it's going to be the butterfly knife is what I'm showing. So the other ending is the gun, and the other ending I know about is with neither item. You can get through this game without any of the special items. So again, I'll be showing all of these, all the endings. I'll look up online too in case I'm missing any. But I'll be showing all the endings in the next video. So right up here, look who it is! You're late. How did you get out from prison? So right here it's revealed that his father was in prison. It's a simple thing. Bastard, why do you talk like that? It's a long time between father and son. When did you treat me like a son? So I think in my previous video I said, oh, what a good father, because he said I love you. But that's not the case. He's actually a bad father. And I'm going to kind of skim through this really fast because, again, the language is kind of broken up. But as it turns out, his father actually pushed him very, very hard as a kid. So the main character, Gwen, is a little bit resentful of his father. And then right here, too, take a look at this. What are you doing? It will be imbalanced in case of focusing strength to one side, right? So right here, look at this picture right here. I've got to use this as my thumbnail. Let me just take a picture really quick. That is a great thumbnail. So he cuts the wire. And right there, it's revealed that he actually has a scar on his face, which I didn't know. I thought he was hiding something else. It's not even that bad of a scar. I don't see the reason to hide it. But anyways, yeah, with that being done, the priest falls. And Gwen says, I will kill you. So Gwen is not messing around. He is pissed. I will find you and kill you. So after that, we use the chain, and we now have access to these catacombs right down here. So right here is where the endings can split up, and you can have different endings. Talk to the priest. It's going to be a little bit of a cutscene. There's a puzzle G, so grab the puzzle first. I did forget about that. Thank God I talked to him. So right here, yeah, it was actually his father that messed his face up. And again, he was just pushed really hard, but he ended up going to jail for whatever reason. And now the priest is going to take care of him. So the priest kind of brought him under his wing, and I think either raised him as a priest himself or kind of like a, just religious. He just kind of took him in. And then there's one room too, which I'll be showing in this video. I might not go in depth. I might do that in my next video, but I'll just do it really quick just to show where it is. But there's a different room where you can use a separate set of keys where you have to craft if you find enough of those boxes, the necromancy boxes. And there's a secret room where you can go into and get a whole bunch of backstory, which I do suggest doing. I don't want to read through all of it in this video because I'm making these videos just as a walkthrough. But use these secret room bundle keys that you crafted from these boxes, and you have access to this room, and it has all sorts of information. I'll just go through this first one. At 3 years old, he learned piano, violin, playing, so on and so forth. So he learned a bunch of instruments very young, and it just turns out he's really, really talented. And I think they kind of play it out where his family either has supernatural powers or they're possessed by some sort of devil. It's pretty interesting, so read up on it, and I might be showing all these in my next video, along with all the endings, and then I'll kind of give my whole theory of the game and what's going on in the next video as well. So enough about that. So the next thing you want to do to get the good ending is just equip the butterfly knife, talk to the priest, the necklace of the priest. Is there any way to take this as a keepsake? So you got to use the butterfly knife on the priest, and it's going to give you his necklace, and that's all you have to do. Then just beat the game for the rest of it like you would normally. As long as that's in your inventory, you're good to go. So the next thing to do is, let me see here, it is locked. I forget what to do right here. There's something. Truth's on the side we can't see. There it is. So take this guy. It's going to give you the key. So put the key on, and do you see right here I have 2 pieces of the puzzle, G and E. And somewhere, again, if you've been reading all the hints, they mentioned greed being an important factor in this puzzle. They mentioned it a couple times, and that's actually the word you have to look for. Broken wardrobe. Okay. So what you have to do is, if you remember back to the first floor, there's actually a puzzle you had to do with 3 different puzzle pieces. It was like a line, a circle, and a square. But now if you take them from the puzzle, it's going to give you 3 different letters, which does complete the word greed once you take them. So take a look in your inventory, and yeah, G-R-E-E-D. And then, I don't think I mentioned it, but back on the 3rd floor, there is a place to put all 3 of these. Let me just save just in case. Actually, I don't think there's anything else that can kill me. I think we're good to go. So again, what's up with the lack of a chase scene? That is so out of character for these game developers, but I don't know. Maybe there's a different ending that I haven't unlocked yet with another chase scene. I don't know. Because like I said, there's still that box over here in this room. I don't want to walk over there, but if you go to the room with that cross puzzle where you put the red stone and the black stone, there's another box in there that gives you the key of truth, which probably unlocks one of the doors I don't know about. I haven't really tested it, but we'll be seeing that soon enough. Let me save just in case these blades kill me. Okay. So I guess this game didn't have all that much to do with Hide and Seek 1, which was kind of surprising. I thought there was going to be Dorothy in the game. And if you remember back to Hide and Seek 1, the very end of the cutscene, if you got the good ending, there was this girl named Priscilla, which I thought she'd be in this game too, but she's not. I don't know what the heck she was doing there. I thought she was kind of a cursor to this game that was going to play right over, and Priscilla would be a big character, but she's not. It was just completely random. Unless there's something I'm not picking up on, but anyways, just go in order. Greed. I think if you do it in the wrong order, it kills you. I haven't tested it out, but just do it in the right order. R, E, E, and D. Okay. So that's going to give you a knife. Just keep that in mind. I don't think you have to equip it. In fact, I don't think you have to have anything equipped. It doesn't matter. So we'll just equip the necklace. So come right in here and look at this room. It's just a dead end. And that's the end of the game. It's cut. Here's his father. You're here. What's the problem? Your hands seem to shake. Don't bother me. I told you. You forget again? What did I say before? I forget it before. Really? So I have to make you remember. The role to whip your lovely son is one of a parent's role. So take a look right here. Yeah, Gwen was not playing around. He just killed his father in cold blood. And look at that, he's covered in blood too. So that's the good ending. It's not quite done. There's a little bit more. I'm tired. And it cuts to the priest. Look who? Well, is it Angel? Think as you want. And look, the priest is alive now. So that's the good ending. The priest is alive, Gwen's alive, and everything's good to go. Now, the only thing bad is he never got his medicine. His face is still messed up. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just a little scar, but he never got it. So this is actually the first ending I unlocked. And I thought it was a bad ending because he didn't get his medicine. But you know what? It gets way worse. If you don't take either the gun or the butterfly knife, the father ends up killing you, and that's the end of the game, which I'll be showing the picture to that. And then if you take the gun, get this. If you take the gun, you kill the father, and then Gwen walks outside and shoots himself in the head. What the hell kind of ending is that? That is just crazy. What about the medicine? Life is but a dream. So that's the ending. And then take a look at these pictures. So look at all these pictures I haven't unlocked yet. So there's still a lot of stuff going on in the game that I have no idea about. So maybe there is more floors. I don't know. But this is the picture if he takes the gun. Yeah, after this picture, he blows his brains out, which I think is just awful. And then if you don't take either the gun or the knife, let me find the picture here. Yeah, this is the picture as his father strangling him, and then he dies after that. So at least I showed a decent ending. And again, I'll be doing one more video after this that I probably won't be talking in the next video. I'll just be doing kind of a montage. Maybe I'll talk at the end and kind of give my thoughts of the game. But that is it for this video. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And thank you for watching.